Mary Pradhan, and I'm co-founder and partner of Climatic Group. I'm also the host of Climatic Scale, where we talk about how to scale climate technologies to meet our net zero goals. Today, I'm joined by Felicia Gao, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Tecloman GmbH, which is a company that offers comprehensive energy storage solutions to meet different energy needs. We'll talk about her journey, the challenges of scaling energy storage solutions, and what it takes to truly transform the industry. Welcome, Felicia.
Hello, everyone. Here is Felicia from Tecloman Energy GmbH. I'm so happy. This is my first time for podcast. I'm so excited for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're actually sitting together. We're in the Future Energy Lab, which is run by Dana in Berlin. So it's really exciting to be doing this in person since you're usually based in Munich, right?
Yes, it's really wonderful building. I have to say, Berlin has the good atmosphere for all the startup people.
Yeah, true. It definitely has a strong startup ecosystem. Felicia, tell me about your journey and what led you to working at Tecloman.
Okay, so when I joined in this company, I had just come from a PV inventor, is a micro inventor manufacturer, and at that time most of my work was in the residential segment. At that time the main focus of renewable industrial was very much on the small scale and household systems. At that time I have a really strong learning mindset. I want to learn something new and understand something bigger in this industry. So I moved forward from the residential solution into the commercial and industrial project, and eventually into the big energy storage project. So that is why I'm here in Tecloman now. What really motivated me was the feeling like this kind of bigger project allow you to see the impact of your work much more directly on the energy system, on how business operate in Europe, and even on greater stability. That sense of making is a meaningful contribution. And that was a big part of why I made this transition. And even now I consider myself still a newcomer in this industry, being able to grow alongside with Tecloman, this company, and also this sector has been a real privilege. I have learned so much through this process, not only technically, but also in terms of how this industry is evolving and where it's heading. So I feel really good. I chose this position and this job.
Yeah, oh, that's great. And yeah, Tecloman is actually such an exciting company. But rather than me explain to our audience what Tecloman is doing, I'd love to hear you explain what is the core problem in the energy sector that Tecloman is solving.
Yeah, just make it simple. Is the sun does not always shine, the wind does not always blow, but electricity demand never stopped. So you can think of our service or our product as giving the grid of battery-backed brand more stability, more responsiveness, and much better use of renewable power. Yeah.
Yeah, and energy storage is such a massive demand, I would say. A lot of the utilities I've spoken to have talked about how energy storage is something they think about. It's also really crucial to complement renewable energy. So you guys are definitely solving a key problem. Can you walk us through the various solutions you offer? And I saw that you actually offer quite a few. You have mobile energy storage, medium voltage for mining, and it's just super interesting. CNI, battery energy storage systems, utility scale, grid scale, and residential. So that's a lot of varying sizes and diversity of markets. So yeah, tell us more about the various solutions.
Yes, to be honest, we have too many different solutions and the product, and it's updating all the time. So today I will only choose something important, I think, for the European market. I will introduce here briefly. The first one, I have to say, Tecloman is on the list of Bloomberg NEF the tier 1 list. So everything we delivered is bankable, standardized, and trusted by utility and financial institute. So this year, we upgrade all our product line to 314 ampere hour cells, which means higher energy density, better life cycle performance, and more compact system design across all product categories. The first one is our flagship product, Qbox. And the Qbox is a fully mobile, flexible energy storage system designed for flexible power needs. It places diesel generator with clean, quiet, and reliable electricity everywhere it's needed. From some maybe musical festival, some event, to construction site, to some emergency support. Qbox delivered instant power with zero hassle. Qbox can run completely in island mode. It's a single island mode, so it delivers stable power even when there is no grid at all. Everything is built into one all-in-one system, which makes deployment fast and effortless. And with remote monitoring, it's online. You can track everything. You can track energy data, system performance anytime from anywhere, making a truly practical and flexible solution for the real world use. And the second one I want to introduce is Vega, V-E-G-A. It's Tecloman's integrated C&I, commercial and industrial energy storage system designed for C&I user. It brings the batteries, BMS, PMS, and the fire protection, everything all together in one outdoor ready container, whether it's 20 feet or 40 feet. So it's really fast and convenient for everyone. With our upgrade platform, the Vega delivered higher energy density, stronger reliability, longer life cycle performance without raising the footprint. So it's really ideal for some manufacturing, logistics center, or data center, or even any other business looking for stable, cost-efficient, safe energy storage. And our highlight scenario is also our mining solution. For the mining company, mining sites, we offer the medium voltage energy storage solution that keep operations running even in the most remote and unstable environments. So some construction area is far from the city. Every element is unstable, so it connects strict to the medium voltage grid, and it switch into off-grid mode within milliseconds. So heavy mining loads never get interrupted. Yeah, whether it's high altitude, harsh temperature, or weak infrastructure, and everything is moderated digitally and stay reliable. So in simple terms, it helps cut down time, lower energy cost, and run a lot of efficiently. It's turned energy storage into a real strategy advantage, not just a backup device. So this application already be used in some our Africa project in Congo and in other countries there. So yeah, because the time is limited, so if you want to know more about us, about our solutions, scenarios, and product, you can find us online, our official website. You will find everything.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought that was so interesting too, that you offer not just typical grid scale storage, but even off-grid storage and residential storage and mobile energy storage. So yeah, there's a lot of diversity and choice. But you're not the only energy storage company in Europe. So what makes your solutions different from other energy storage companies?
Yes, just like you say, so many people are selling similar product in this market. So how can we find ourselves? First of all, we have a local team and the local engineering who can respond directly to customers' need. Whenever a problem cannot be served online, our engineering team can go on site immediately. So that is absolutely a huge advantage. As I know, many Chinese manufacturers, all their technical team are based in China, but for us, we have the short response time and we have the quick feedback that can build the trust immediately, face to face. Yeah, and at the same time, we take a very detailed scenario-based approach, which, for example, our journey in Europe actually started with our first partner in Belgium, because the local market has the strong push for agriculture program. Even a small project helped us to build this kind of strong portfolio. So these early experience are becoming extremely valuable reference as we expand into other markets. So for now, like we have the scenarios in mining, I mentioned, and agriculture, data center, and maybe some oil pump unit. It's many different ones, but specific scenarios. That is most important. And our startup team is limited. We have enough person to do this, so we have to do what we are really good at. Yeah, and of course, we always move our better example and experience from China to bring the target energy storage solution to this kind of different application. Even the film production companies, yes. Yeah, even we are not the biggest player in the world, but we absolutely know what we are good at, yes. And the third one is we are working really hard to build the true turnkey solution, not just the product and service, but also the platform around them. We have our own online monitoring system to track the energy, empowering this with AI, let everyone use this online system more comfortable to know the energy more easier. And this year, we also launched our new project, Tecloman Academy, to share our knowledge with customers and anyone who is interested in this industry. It's free of cost. We already launched in Udemy and Gumroad. You can also find it on our YouTube. Yes.
Oh, that's super cool. I didn't know about your academy. I need to look that up. And and so what you said was very interesting there, but I think what the key word I picked up on was your fast response in service.
Yes.
And that's actually what I've heard from a lot of corporates, that the startups they love to work with aren't necessarily the ones with the best technologies or the most innovations.
Yeah.
It's actually the ones that provide the best service.
Yeah.
So being fast in response time and just having like really good customer service many times wins over even the technology. But your technology is obviously very good too.
Yes. But that is the reality, because everyone, the product has the similar technical performance, to be honest. So for now, other things maybe are more important for the European people.
Yeah, absolutely. And so what has been your biggest challenge though in scaling Tecloman solutions in Europe?
Yeah, for now, this kind of challenge is changing all the time. Like at the beginning of the business develop here, maybe we need some good channel to find the right, correct client here or users here. But for now, it's changed. We talk about the cash flow pressure. So that is why I'm also here in Berlin. I attend the event, Asia Berlin Summit. We try to find some partner from financial side. As a producer, you have to make a lot of upfront investment in materials, production planning, workers, logistics, long before the project is officially delivered and paid for. But on the customer side, especially in today's market, prices are under a lot of pressure. So the margin are thinner, the competition are strong, and everything is becoming more transparent sometimes. Yeah. At the same time, we are committed to maintaining high quality local service. We want to promise this. So that means keeping local teams, stocking spare parts, need the local warehouse, and ensuring fast response time. All of that takes money. We need money, yes. So balancing this quality, competitive pricing, and this kind of cost in advance, so created more internal pressure. It's not a complete, it's just the reality of all the companies in this industry where expectations are rising, but the price level are coming down. So it's something we work on constantly as we grow. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear that, and I think that's a challenge a lot of climate tech startups in the scaling phase face is the liquidity of their customers and the upfront capital costs of production. But you have scaled. Tecloman was founded in 2017, and you already have 1,000 plus employees active in Asia, Europe, and now Africa. So can you share stories of Tecloman's scaling journey?
Yes, this journey is too long. But long story short, yeah, we start in 2017 with a really strong power electronics background in China. We actually built the first battery production line in southwest China. And today we are still the only Bloomberg Tier 1 storage manufacturer in this area. So that is technical foundation really set us up for a faster growth. As we expanded, we move into Europe, Africa, Australia, and Latin America. And we learned very quickly, like every market is different. Usually we begin by talking to local friends and a partner, joining some local salon event or some small exhibitions to get a free for business environment and where the opportunity are. Then since one thing start moving, we set up a local company directly. We hire some local employees, people who really understand local culture and market better than anyone sitting on board. So that is our method. So for us, being physically present is really necessary. Showing up, having local engineering, having a real office. It gives customers confidence when they see you on the ground, not just selling remotely online, sending some message on WhatsApp. That is when trust really starts from. Yes, I think that is the really good way to do the localization this world. Everyone is talking about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And since you are in many places in the world, and what have you noted as scaling differences between geographies? Chinese companies tend to be the masters of scale. What was it like when you expanded to Germany?
Yes, I think we look at scaling across the different countries' geographies. The constructs is indeed very clear. Chinese companies are very strong in high-speed development, standardization, and the cost-efficient mass production. The ecosystem there is highly integrated from supply chain to manufacturing to execution, which enable rapid scaling almost by default. But for now, expanding here in Europe, expanding to Germany was a completely different experience. And to be honest, sometimes it's in a positive way. Germany value is stability, engineering consciousness, and the long-term reliability above speed. Scaling here is not purely about capability, how big I can make. Sometimes it's not that important. They care more about the quality and service. It's about compliance, certificate quality, strong local partnership, and trust. Every step from grid connection requirements to some safety standard and the project documentation evolved a level of details that foster you to rethink your internal process. You should make everything perfectly, then you can sell here. So for us at Tecloman, Germany, GmbH, the shift was less about how fast can we scale. It's more about how can we scale with a responsible way, sustainability, and also in alignment with European expectations. It means building deeper local teams, finding the real local partner, investing in some technology adaptations, working closely with our EPC or utilities to ensure our solution can truly fit the local landscape. To be honest, it's hard.
Yeah, but what I really heard there is that trust is paramount. And I've heard that too, that in working here, that you really have to have trust with the customers to scale. It's not enough just to convince them on your website or your product information, but it's really about that relationship and the human relationship aspect. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. How have regulation is a big part of being able to scale, and how have partnerships and regulations influenced your ability to scale here?
Yeah. A partnership, regulation, or even funding have each other shaped our scaling journey, but in a very different way. So in Europe, trust is built locally. I believe that because it's based on my personal experience. I studied in German university. I can feel like people here, they'd like to, when you talk about something seriously, they'd like to meet you face to face. Even during the pandemic, some working style may be changed, but people are more believed like sitting face to face, this style. So the strategy partner with EPC, our EPC distributors and the technical institutions has been one of the strong enable of SCAR for Tecloman. This kind of partner help us shorten the project circle, localize the solution, and ensure our technology meet the market expectation. Sometimes you will listen some suggestion from the local people. That is more useful. Internet sometimes, the too many informations online, and you will miss the most important things. So hear the local voice. So that is the most important things. And over the past 2 years, we have seen our roadmap is become more clearly, especially with the rapid evolution of framework related to ESG, sustainability reporting, and life cycle compliance for energy storage technology. As this kind of rules, to be honest, they don't just govern the market, they reshape how manufacturing operate. Like company like us, Tecloman, this regulation really push us to look much more closely at our process, our product. Everything from material sourcing, traceability, and safety design, documentation, testing, and honestly, all that level of details can actually be a good thing. It forces you to polish your quality in the way that the big manufacturers sometimes overlook when they are operating in the market, where speed is the main priority. So that is really a good thing. But but I have to say, as a manufacturer, it's really hard to find this kind of balance. We fully support frameworks that raise the industrial, technical, and environmental standard, but it's also important that regulation do not become unnecessarily restrictive and fragmented across the country. If things get too complicated, it can actually slow down the invitation and make it harder to bring forward some new technical solutions that already support Europe's energy security and decarbonization goals. To be honest, like for some project, maybe we made some new policy, they will need some new documents. At that time, all the suppliers should prepare for that. Sometimes you waiting for a new document is longer, maybe 2 or 3 months, so everyone is waiting, then maybe this project is delayed, so it make more waste on this, not only the time, also the money on it. So also from our point of view, good regulation really helps the whole industry move forward, but when there is too much of that, it can actually slow down the transition. So we really hope to keep working closely with some policymaker, utility, and the standard bodies to shape rules that they are to keep them really practical, something that truly supports a sustainable long-term growth for all the companies, not only us.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, I think I agree with everything you just said. It's really the necessary piece of the puzzle to really help companies like yours scale. So can you share 1 or 2 success stories or projects that you feel are really capturing Tecloman's impact?
Maybe I can share a latest project. Yes, we recently won a 12.5 megawatt hour project with wind energy. That is also our first project in Austria, in Vienna, which is one of their larger storage project in recent year. Because the first time working together in the early age, moving quite carefully, I have to say, for both sides, we are very curious with the high technical competence expectations. We spend a lot of time and to build the trust and refining the technical solution, not only to meet their certification and the safety standard, but also to navigate the local tax rules, logistics, customs requirement, and many of the back office processes that comes together with doing a project in a new market. So it's really hard to open a new market. When you find a good client, not only the technology, but everything you should confirm in advance. So the whole process from zero to where we are now hasn't been easy. That is exactly why this project means a lot to us. I also want to promote here. Yeah. So at the moment, it's moving into delivery phase and the processing steadily. It's delivered actually this week. We will be sharing more updated as we go. So please stay tuned to our news channel for the latest development. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exciting. I definitely will stay tuned for this. So what's next for Tecloman in the next 12 to 24 months?
Yeah, going forward, our focus is really on delivering project will. We want to learn from each project we complete to refine our internal process. As I see during our panel discussion, we always do the internal reflection that is really necessary for like the company like us. We need to find our weakness, then find the solution, how we can overcome this, and improve our supply chain to make each deployment smoothly than the last. And of course, maintaining strong relationship with our existing customer is absolutely important. When it comes to market development, we may not attend as many large exhibitions as before. Instead, we will shifting towards more targeted small group engagements like salon, workshop, roadshow, or focused sections with high priority customers. So this approach allows for a deeper conversation and more meaningful business development. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what are you looking for most right now?
Local partner, whether they are in engineering, financing, or other areas. Local partner included also invest are really important for driving new opportunity to keeping everything running smoothly in each market.
And if somebody listening right now wants to help accelerate clean energy storage as like an industry, where should they start?
I think start by learning, paying attention to the latest technology, maybe supporting good policies and the real project. I have to say real project and more practical knowledge. As long as people get involved in the industry, will move faster. Yeah, because renewable energy in these 2 years grows rapidly. So many informations, they go online together. So sometimes people cannot figure out which one is true, is more practical. Maybe talking to the project you want to involve, talk to the real people there locally, then you will know more reality, the facts there.
Yeah, and you also have this academy, right? Be another.
Yes, let me promote a little bit. At least our Tecloman Academy have 3 different levels: beginning level, intermediate level, and advanced level. Our teacher is TÜV, a certificate in structure and engineering for PV and the ESS solution. All the courses are in English. We will give you the certification after that if you need. And you will find it on Udemy, Gumroad, and our YouTube, also our official website. So I hope everyone can learn something from that. We use our real practice program to make as the example to give you more general knowledge and overview of the whole market.
Yeah, no, that sounds great and a really good resource. Felicia, thank you so much for sharing your journey and insights. Tecloman shows that scaling large deep tech companies in less than 10 years even can work, even in different continents. So for our listeners, you can learn more about Tecloman at tecloman.com. And for this podcast, Climatic Scale, you can find our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our Substack, climaticgroup.substack.com. Please follow and subscribe. Felicia, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for everyone here and there.